and let there be light, and there was light. Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lexi Wangu. In case you're new here, karibu. Please join the family by clicking on that subscription button, notification bell as well, so you don't miss out on new videos from me. So what are we talking about today? Today we are talking about a really essential and important topic, especially when you're starting out on skincare. This is just the basics of what you need to know, or what you need, like the information that you need when you're starting out on skincare. Personally, when I was starting out on skincare, I did not understand anything to do with, skin type. Like, I would just go and buy a product. If it says cleanser, I would just buy a cleanser because I wanted to cleanse my face. And I mean, it really is not the best way to start out on skincare. So the best way to know what your skin type is, definitely see a doctor, see a dermatologist. But if you feel like you're like me, kichwa ngumu, you just want to, learn things the other way or the hard way, and you just want to learn or rather understand your skin type from home, then this is the video for you. So stay till the end and let's talk about this together. And if you have extra information, please don't hesitate to share it pale chini kwa comment section. Alright, there are basically, let's just say, 3 skin types. Okay, there's more than that, but I usually like to just categorize it into 3 categories, and that is dry skin, oily skin, and normal skin. But I usually don't like referring to it as normal skin, because then that will mean that people who have oily skin or people who have dry skin are abnormal. Therefore, I usually just like to refer to it as balanced skin type or stable skin type. So what is dry skin? Like, somebody who has dry skin, how do you define that? Dry skin basically means skin that produces the least amount of oil from the sebaceous glands. Some people really have really dry skin that they get flaky from sometimes not even applying moisturizer, or even sometimes after applying moisturizer, 3 to 4 hours later their skin just gets back to being dry. And we're going to get into how to identify dry skin later on. What is oily skin? I personally have oily skin. Sometimes I do have combination skin, but then most of the time, especially during the warm, or let's just say summer, I do have oily skin. So oily skin basically means that your sebaceous glands are really doing a good job at the production of oil in your skin. So that is how you can easily define oily skin. And then there's normal, balanced, or what was the other word? Stable. Yeah, so that is self-explanatory. Like, normal, balanced. Like, have you ever had that one friend who you just admire their skin and you're like, what products do you use? What's your diet like? Because your skin is just so perfect. When it's hot, they're not too much shining. When it's cold, they're not dry. Like, the skin is just perfect. That is what we refer to as normal or stable skin. You're at home and you really want to identify what skin type you are. There are 2 different methods that you can use. The first method that I'm going to share with you guys is my favorite method, because it's the one method that helped me identify my skin type, and that is using a piece of tissue, just like this. How do you do this? You want to wash your face. You can decide to stay overnight. This is the best way that you'll get the best results. Or stay for a few hours, let's say 3 to 4 hours after cleansing your face. So wash your face, cleanse your face with wash your face, cleanse your face with a gentle cleanser. Then take, after 3 to 4 hours, or sometimes you can even do it overnight, just take a piece of tissue like this and then separate it into 2, like that. Alright, and then you want to place these around your T-zone, and your T-zone is around your forehead. It actually just draws a T. Your forehead and your nose, around your nose area, down to your chin and your mustache if you have mustache. Yeah, so that is your T-zone. So you want to place the tissue paper on your T-zone. So what you do is you place the tissue paper like that. Of course, it's not gonna stick to my face right now because I just washed my face, and then here and here as well. So how do you identify what skin type you are? If you place it on your forehead and it immediately just falls down like that, then that means you have dry skin. The amount of oil that is usually produced around your T-zone is usually more compared to the other areas of your face. If you place the tissue on top of your forehead like this, and then it sticks, and then after like let's say 2 to 3 seconds it falls down, then that probably means you have normal or stable or balanced skin, because there has to be a little amount of oil produced from your sebaceous glands if you have stable skin type. Yeah, but then if you place the tissue and it sticks for a while, let's say maybe 10, sometimes it can just be there, like just stuck there, probably means, not probably, you do have oily skin. Yes, you do. Same to when you apply it on your cheeks like this and it just sticks, then that means you do have oily skin. There's a different category, which is sensitive skin, or what is the other one? Combination skin. Combination skin is whereby you do have a lot of oil produced around your T-zone, but then the rest of your face, especially around your cheeks area, are dry. Like you find this part of your face is dry and then your T-zone is really oily, then that means you have combination skin. Sensitive skin basically means like your skin really, or rather quickly, reacts to skincare products. Like you just can't use any type of skincare products. You have to use a specific skincare product that works for you. This probably means you have, let's say, sensitive skin. Or another way to identify sensitive skin is when you use this method whereby you cleanse your face and then you stay for 3 to 4, 5 hours without applying anything, without applying any moisturizer, and then your face like really gets sensitive in a way, sometimes even itchy, then that means you have sensitive skin. Alright, so for method number 2, how to identify your skin type, this is what I like to call look and pinch. If I may say, by just looking at your skin and knowing what to look for while looking at your skin can help you really identify your skin type. So let's say, for instance, oily skin people, myself being included, we tend to have enlarged pores, especially around our cheek area. Like most of the time we will have those large pores, like our pores will be visible compared to someone who has, let's say, stable skin, balanced skin, or dry skin. Our pores tend to be more enlarged, and so when you look at your pores, especially in the morning when you wake up, they're usually so enlarged and you're more prone to acne because your pores kind of gets clogged from the amount of oil that is produced from your sebaceous glands. Alright, so for normal skin, when you want to identify your skin type by just looking at yourself is, I mean, come on you guys, smooth skin tone. Like the texture is just so smooth, your skin tone is more even, your pores are less visible, like sometimes you look like you don't even have pores, and the skin is very stable, like it doesn't fluctuate too much. Like the number of times you get acne is very, very minimal, like sometimes even rare. Like you might just get a pimple in a month and that's it for you. Like I am so jealous, that's it. So with all this knowledge, then it becomes easier for you to identify the right product, because sometimes you might go to a beauty store or shops where they sell skincare products and you find a product written from normal to oily skin, or vice versa, combination to oily skin, and you're like, huh? It's just a cleanser, it's just supposed to be a cleanser, can't I just use it as a cleanser? No, you must first of all identify your skin type, because if let's say you have oily skin and then you end up using products that state from normal to dry skin, then the probability of that product reacting are very, very high. The chances of them, damaging your skin is very, very high. So just understand your skin type, know your skin type, choose the method that works best for you. As for me, the first method really helped me in identifying my skin type, because the amount of oil that I have on this skin, my goodness. But with the right products, I mean, I have been able to get my skin to look better, if that is something that I can say. Rewind and come back, selector. Something else that you need to know is, you might think you have oily skin like throughout your life, but with time you'll realize that skin type is not permanent. Like it changes depending on age, depending on weather, depending on the environment that you're in. Like for instance, personally, I live in Nairobi, so when it gets cold in Nairobi, I tend to have more of a combination skin as opposed to when it's warm and hot. When it's warm and hot, my entire face is really oily and I get oil all over my face. But then when it's cold, I tend to get more oily around my T-zone and dry around my cheeks. Yeah, so that means during the cold season I tend to be more of a combination skin type, and then during the warm season I tend to be more oily skin. So this definitely will result to you having to change the kind of products that you use. Not that much, but sometimes you just have to change so that your skin can adjust to the type that it has transformed into. Yeah, anyway guys, I hope that information was helpful. I've tried to make this as quick and precise to the point. If you have additional information, kama kawaida pale chini kwa comment section, please leave more info or a feedback or a question. I'll be very happy to answer. And yeah, support your girl, like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed, and until next time, I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye. Na kama kawaida tunazimanga stima kwa hii channel. Sijapata mtu wa kunizimia stima bado, so kwaherini. Bye.